Hi guys, I hope you're all having a wonderful week and this week is giving you a reason to smile. I just wanted to firstly thank everybody for all the comments on my last video when I begged for help regarding my journaling cafe travel situation. That bag that I had packed was madness. Oddly comforting because I had everything with me, but madness. I wrote down everybody's comments and slowly over the last week I put a new journal bag together that makes more sense, and I did it with everybody's help. So today I just wanted to go through everything and show you what I've done. And I think you might be proud of me. So as I said, I did write everything down and it's all in here. One of the first things someone suggested was a Soola or Delphonics bag, and so I definitely went and purchased a Soola bag. I was pretty hesitant about buying it because I just thought it's just another bag. How's this bag going to change things for me? But as you can see, this bag is actually not that big. I'll just use my arm as an example. It's not that big. It's quite small. It's wide and it fits an A5 really comfortably. You can actually lay your A5 down, which I prefer to lay my journals down than having them sitting upwards. It's got 30 pockets. So as you can see here, there's pockets there, there's pockets there, there's 2 pockets here and a pocket here. These are all pockets and these are all pockets. And then again on this side, there is more pockets. And just when you think you're done, there's 2 quite large pockets on the inside. So if you really wanted to heft this bag out, you really could. Of course, my goal was to have a bag that would afford me the opportunity to pack less. So that's what I've done with this. I haven't overdone it at all. And the fact that it just fit my A5 commonplace really comfortably made me really happy. So I decided to listen to all of you and only take 2 journals, which ended up being my commonplace pouch, which I'm obviously, as you've all seen, I love this. And this is the one I like to use the most when I'm out and about anyway, especially if I'm sitting in a cafe and having a coffee. I want to be learning something, so my commonplace is great. I also take my brain because this is where everything goes, as you all know. This is my ADHD cheat code. So this really, really works for me. So this came with me. I packed my hobonichi pouch, and some of you did suggest a completely separate pouch that's just for journaling out of the house. And though I do love that idea, I have to be honest, it would just be doubling up on what's in here because this is absolute perfection for me. It's got my mild liners and a couple of ballpoints. It's got 2 fine liners, 2 grey lead pencils, a ruler, scissors, an eraser, and it's also got cream tape. Usually it has glue in here, but as I said in the past, one of my kids has nicked it, so I don't know where it is. Somebody did suggest taking a field notes with me. I really like that idea and it fits well in here. So I feel like that's not carrying anything extra. And I think this weighs about 30 grams. So really, as far as weight goes, it doesn't make a difference. And I've already started writing little bits and bobs in it. So I found this to be really useful. Everybody told me to use washi cards and a lot of people told me not to take stickers and stamps and leave them for home. And it was a hill I was ready to die on because I really wanted to take all those things with me. And I'm quite proud of myself because I figured out a way to have them all in here. And this weighs less than 150 grams and it's 10 centimeters by 11 centimeters. So I hopped online one night, adamant that I was going to find a way to have everything I wanted. I wanted my cake and I wanted to eat it too. And I knew in my head I wanted a folder that I could have everything in, but I didn't want a large one. And I was just browsing stationery and I came across Fox and Cactus, which are an Australian seller. I will link them below. I will link this below. And they had this great little binder that comes with 30 plastic pockets, right? And I took everybody's advice. I cut my sample cards down to credit card size. I cut about 5 of them, and I've just grabbed the washi that I like using the most, and I've popped them in here like this. And as I was doing that, I thought, I don't have to just fill this with washi tape. So I pulled apart a traveler's notebook sticker release insert, cut it all to size, and started adding stickers. And then I thought, well, actually, I could take this one step further because this is working really well. I have to be honest, I'm using this quite a bit. And I went ahead, I kept some extra pages just in case I do find some stickers in the wild that I want to take home. I just went ahead and I started pre-stamping some pages out of a junk notebook that I've got. I believe I got the notebook from Daiso for like $1. And again, by doing this, I'll be able to cut them out and glue them down into my journal if I want to. So this for me has actually been such a great idea. And if you are like me and you want to take your extra bits with you because you feel a little naked without them, you want that security of stickers and stamps and washi, I really recommend this. It's so small and it just fits so much in there, and I'm really happy with it. As I said, I'll link the website below. It's not a promotion or anything, it's just something that I thought was a really good idea. But also I did find very similar on AliExpress and Shein. I just searched mini binder and a whole lot of them came up with plastic pockets. So, and I think they were just a few dollars. So I highly recommend it as a way to take some of your favorite things with you. So I just want to thank everybody because you all left me so many great comments and you really helped me understand what I was doing was not right. And it's funny because when you have ADHD, as some of you will know, you get so overexcited that thinking goes out the door and doing is what you're most concerned with. And when I did go journaling for the first time out of the house, I was very excited and I did pack a lot. And now I've packed it into something that's much more reasonable. And as I said, it's given me the opportunity to take less to achieve more. I've already tested it with my daughter. You would have seen a post, perhaps I posted it earlier in the week, and it did really, really well. And it's so easy that, as always, I do take these, but it's not hard to swap anything out. You know, I can easily just put my personal journal in there if I want to, and that's fine. Or one of my planners if I wanted to do that instead. You know, it's actually a very, very comfortable bag. So I have to thank you all because I wouldn't be here doing this if it wasn't for you. I probably would have just bought a carry-on suitcase because that had wheels, and I would have just dragged that everywhere with me. To Agro Monk, who convinced me that I should get Pilot Kakunos. If you haven't got these pens and you want to get into fountain pens, these are the place to start. They are such a great pen. Oh my goodness, I never thought in my life that such a cheap pen would write so well. I love these and I find myself wanting to write just so I can use them, especially the medium nib. It's such a delight to write with. And of course it's got such a cute little face on it. They are adorable. And at the time, the reason I asked is because I was looking for cheaper pens that I could use my inks in, because I have many inks but not many pens, of course. And these look like a good idea, but I wasn't sure how good they actually are, because I'm one of those people, when something is being hyped, I'm like, is it really that good? Is it really? You know, I need to be convinced a little bit more. And Agro Monk suggested these and said I would love them. And he has 3. And I bought the first one and very, very quickly the next day bought the second. So thank you for these. And as I said, if you are not if you are wanting to get into fountain pens and you don't know where to start, these are great. They're so easy. They're just so wonderful to use. They are actually a joyful pen to use, which I know I say the word joy a lot, but yeah, these are great. So I just wanted to say that before I hopped off. So again, thank you all very much for helping me condense this down into something that is reasonably sized, and let's hope that I don't overdo it in the coming weeks and just start adding things, which I have been known to do in the past. If I was to change one thing, honestly, off the top of my head, there's nothing I can think of. Absolutely nothing I can think of. I'm just really, really happy with this. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, guys. You truly deserve it. And I hope this week gives you something to smile about. And I will see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye, guys.